Okay, some little bit of pending here. So here, try to understand. In the datagram packet is being created with these parameters. So get bytes means what is the length? How many bytes are there in this string? How many bytes are there in this string? Okay. So by this method, string get bytes method, this method get bytes, the method of a string, it will converts the string into bytes, sequence of bytes. Okay. So how many bytes are there in this string? If you want to find out the length of the string, wherever this, you put simply this string dot length. Okay, string dot length. So you will get what, how many characters are there. So how many 57 characters are there? 50 with including white spaces. If you want to get how many bytes are there, you use that method get bytes here. Copy, you paste here, you paste. Where is that? System dot, no, you write system, okay, dot strength length, not you use by get byte method. If you put simply dot operator, where is that get byte? Use G get this method, get bytes method. So if you use this method, so it will give how many bytes are there within this string, within this string. This is the string, okay? Now you run this code, how many bytes, we will check how many bytes are there. This is bytes, no? So that is bytes in characters, okay? So that will be converted by this byte, get bytes, okay? Get bytes, one more method. If I want to go for get bytes, suppose get char set bytes, char set string, char set name bytes, no need get bytes. Okay, this method always terminate with this. Okay, now okay, next word, string length. I have written here string length. This is the string length. This method, string length, method of string. Okay, string is what, non-primitive data type. So means in Java, all the primitive data types, they don't have any object. They can't be used to create the objects. If there is no any object, primitive data type can't be used to create the objects. If there is no any object, no, there is no any method. But length, that is what string. String comes under non-primitive data type, means it is an object. So once object, it has the method. Simply, practically, I'm showing, put whenever you put dot operator, if you are getting all that methods, means it is a object. That object has the method. That methods you can access the methods. So, but there is a way in Java by wrapper classes. Wrapper classes used to wrapper classes used to wrapper classes provide a way to use primitive data type as objects. Primitive data type as objects means you can use your primitive data type as an object. So if you use primitive data type and as object, so once they primitive data type, they are being used as an object, so surely they have methods like your string. We can use the methods over the primitive data types. That's why if a question, the interview question, if Java is a pure object oriented programming language, answer no. Why? Because Java supports primitive data type, because they don't have the objects. That means they can't be used as objects. So we need to use the wrapper classes to create the objects for the primitive data type. Then we can use that primitive data type once it is created as by using of wrapper classes, objects created for a primitive data type. Then we can implement the methods over the primitive data types. Okay. Now this is okay. Now come down here. What get bytes? By this get bytes method, I told you that your data will be converted into bytes, sequence of bytes using the okay. Now come down length. Length practically I am showing here how to get the length of this total string. Here these white spaces will be taken. Okay, consider total 57 characters I am getting here. So 57. Where is that 57? Where is that 57? You do one thing. You clears the screen. Okay, now you again run, click on this run button here, 57 characters. So including your white spaces. Huh? Okay, next is what? Length, okay. For IP, I have IP, I have used this class, that is class of what? inet address, it is a class of net package. And for that IP reference variable created here by get name, get by name, this method, I told you the static method of this inet address. No need to create the object. You can access this method as a class method. Okay, within this put IP address. Okay, and by this reference variable, I have I have used the reference variable to refer this IP address. To refer this IP address. Next word, where is that port number? Port number 3000. Okay, so port number I have passed here. Now the total this datagram packet constructor. I told you that no, this is the datagram packet, the constructor. Construct is a special method which holds a lot of parameters. Here, parameters sometimes they are called arguments. Parameters and argument difference is that whenever you create the method, whatever the variables you pass, they are parameters. Whenever you are calling that method, that moment you pass, they are the arguments. Okay. Now this total datagram packet, whatever the value information you have passed, that will be that object passed as a parameter to whom? To whom this send method. The send method is a method of your datagram packet class. Okay. Within this datagram packet send method, that method is object method accessed through the object created for the datagram packet class. Now the total DP object passed as a parameter. So the DP object that is consist of all that information. Okay. Now this is what I told you that as I told you the datagram packet is used to create the packet. It consists of the datagrams. That datagrams holding a lot of information. Okay. That will information will be sent through the socket. Socket is created by your datagram socket. That is socket is nothing but it is a endpoint between two communication, two-way communication. Okay, you can say like that. Okay. I think it is enough. Time is already 9:50. Today is a lot of time I have spent. Huh? Now time is 9:50. Okay, a lot of time. Okay. So okay, I think is enough. After that, the object is closed. Which object is closed? Data socket object is closed. Okay. So this catch block and try block, they are part of what your exception handling. Okay. Wherever you feel that in which line you are feeling that the exception error may occur, rise, they will be need to keep in try block means you are expecting that there may be a chance of error. So that line of code must be in try block. If any error is there to handle that, that situation will be handled by the catch block and that will be put in whatever the statement you want to keep. So means error occurs in any line. Okay. After that, catch block will be executed, that line of code. So means catch block will handle the errors, exceptions. After that, one more black that is optional. You can keep it as a, okay, finally black. It is up to you whether you want to keep or not. Okay. Finally black within this, if you want to keep any statement. Okay. So this finally black in exception handling system dot system dot out dot println. It is optional. I want to comment here whether you want to keep it is optional. Because but try block must associate with the catch block. Without catch block, try block is there. Without catch block, try block is there. Without try block, catch back. But finally, you can keep, doesn't matter. You can keep, okay, everything is handled here. Okay, you write this. This black will be executed, black will be executed irrespective of the result of irrespective of the result of try and catch blocks. Try and catch blocks. Okay, understand? Huh? Try to understand this one. What do you mean of this? Try to understand. So why it is giving error? You open code, you have not finished this code. You need to keep code here. So now why it is error giving error in between? No any this type of slash. Okay. This is what system dot out dot println. Why it is giving error? String literal is not properly closed by a double quote. System dot out println. This println. So now if you execute this one, so see, run this button. So what happened? So executed irrespective of the result of try and catch blocks. So finally black. So this line of whatever the statements you kept under final black, they will be executed irrespective of whatever the result. Maybe try block will give what if try block will give an exception error. So it will not impact, it will not affect final black. Okay, if there is no any error in try block, then no issue. Whatever the statement we have kept in finally black, they will be executed. So finally is an optional black. So the part of your try and catch blocks. Okay. So I think what I want to do here now. Let us close the class. Anything is pending here. Anything we want to discuss. On next day, Saturday, I will try to brief over. That is what your receiver side. Okay. Now, whenever you write this code and in one computer, okay, and open your command prompt, and within this, you try to compile this code, and in another side, normally, whenever you keep this loopback address in one machine, both the programming, if some sender is there and receiver code is here, whenever you use loopback address, means within your computer, it is to be executed. Okay, but that moment, two command prompts we need to open, two command prompts, one for your server, one for your receiver. Okay, that moment, whenever you like code is what Java C compile, and what is the file name? Suppose file name is equal to dsender. Dsender. You think like that, huh? Because my file name is lengthy, na? Where is that file name actually? This is connectionless. Okay, connectionless. You connectionless. You create that as a dsender, okay, and d receiver. Okay, dot Java. What I am using, So whenever Java C compiler I want to use, moment your file is created outside of your bin folder of your Java, outside of your source file, it is outside of your bin folder. Bin folder is part of your JDK. So if your source file is within the bin folder, no need to compile here. If it is out of your bin folder, it is not stored in bin folder and it is stored in another somewhere disk, means in C disk you have installed your JDK, Java Development Kit, and your programming, these all source files, they are stored in D drive. So it is not in your C drive, no, in bin folder. So it is in D drive. That moment we need to set the path. That path already in the previous classes I have briefed the temporary path and permanent path. Okay, I told you that how to set the path. Okay, now I think enough. Huh? Now I want to close the class, terminate the class, stop, share. This is end.